I read the news so that you don't have to. What if the most powerful corporate empire in Spain wasn't a bank, it was a charity? Okay, so let me tell you about the type of power that most of us never learn to look for. I'm not talking about a president, I'm not talking about a billionaire CEO, I'm talking about a man who runs a charity that controls the corporate levers in Spain. Enter Isidro Fainé. He is the secretive power broker with a tight grip on corporate Spain. How does he do this? Thank you for asking. Okay, so he is the chairman of the Caixa Foundation, which is one of Europe's biggest charitable foundations. You're thinking, what? Foundation gives away money. Yes, it does, but it also has an investment arm, and that investment arm has big stakes in some of the companies that keep Spain running. So when you think of the Caixa Foundation, think of it as like a kind of hybrid between a charity and a sovereign wealth fund and a boardroom machine. So it has 37 billion euros of assets, and it funds social programs such as job training, palliative care, medical research, you know, the sort of thing. Those social programs are funded by the profits from investments, but the investments are not random, they are strategic. This means that the foundation doesn't just fund society, oh no darling, it can also influence it. So to understand why this matters, you need to understand which companies we're talking about in the orbit. So you have Caixa Bank. A bank isn't just a bank, it's a business. It determines whether people get mortgages, whether they get loans, business loans. Then you have Telefonica, major telecommunications company in Spain. They have mobile phones, they have networks, they have this, they have an infrastructure, basically how Spain communicates. Then you have Naturgy, energy and gas. Do I need to say more? So if you can influence banking, telecommunications, energy, you are not just in business, you are shaping the operating system of the country. So where does the power come from? Let me tell you. So when foundations have big stakes in companies, they don't just get dividends, no darling, they also get board seats, and also they get say over which senior executives can be appointed. Meaning the executives don't just answer to the market, no, they also answer to the big long-term shareholders that sit on the board. And so what does the article say? Well, it paints a picture of Fainé that shows that he consistently values loyalty, and any dissent or alternative opinions, you are quietly removed. To be clear, I'm not suggesting he unalives people, but he just quietly exits them from their roles. No public shouting, no scandals, just quietly gone. And that's where the story becomes unsettling, and we have to decide what we want, because this is a genuine charitable foundation that helps vulnerable people, but it also concentrates power in a single structure with a single chairman in some ways. This man has huge say over parts of the economy that ordinary people depend on. And this isn't just Spain. This is a modern power pattern. So when philanthropy and shareholder control sit in the same hands, you end up with an empire that looks benevolent but operates like a machine. So the question really is, how many countries are being run like this, quietly, behind brands that we all recognize?